Go give him a follow. He is a awesome streamer, playing some awesome games. I've kind of stopped playing PoE. I got burnt out very quickly. So, yeah, I'm back to playing a little bit of WoW in my spare time. I got moderated for talking about... Really? Goodness me. Yeah, it's a British thing, and I'd say majority of Americans are on here, so... It is frowned upon for Americans, I know, but I'm not being rude. It is a dish, so... I heard haggis tastes awful. Oh, dearie me. I love it, Thumb. Not too shabby. How's you? I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much, buddy. Me too. It's all right. I'm glad you're doing good. Well, oh, you mean all right as in the PoE? You mean something to play, right? Something to play. But yeah, I got kind of burnt out from it, so I don't know if I can keep going with it. Right. Brown rice. I've got roughly about, I would say about 100, 150 grams. I don't want to go too crazy with the rice. Maybe a little bit more. Pop this in the bin a second. Wow, it looks like mega stormy out there. Getting very dark. Might get a cheeky bit of rain or a bit of thunderstorms, I think. Though it is thunderstorm season next month, so yeah. Oh, it is next month. Okay, we're in the thunderstorm seasons. Okay, there you go. Right, just a touch more. I'm not going to go making so much rice, but there we go. So we've got roughly about 200 grams. So if you want to like comparison, like how much to use for brown rice, I would say 3 to 1. So 3 to water, 1 to rice, because it takes such a long time. I'm going to use about 650 ml, just a little bit over from 3 to 1 as well. So just to give you some kind of comparison, how much to use. There you go. Right. I love them, so lovely. I think I prefer them to haggis too. Even though I had deep fried haggis on the Isle of Skye, and that was amazing. I mean, haggis is great, but I will say for faggots, they're pretty good. They got a lot. I don't know. It depends who makes them, I guess. It's got to be homemade ones, and if you can get the stuff to do it, that's great. But you can get some really good flavor in them, and I tell you what, that with some creamy mashed potato, onion gravy. Oh my god, it's a treat. It's an absolute delight. So, oh, I was gonna weigh out the water, so we're on the same page here, shall we say? Ba-dum-bum. Right, so I want 600 ml. Hey, Reps, did I tell you I've got a new streaming computer coming on the way? And it's an actual desktop, so I can actually stream it in the kitchen, because the desktop is probably about this big and about this high. It's very small, so but it's gonna have a lot of nice stuff in it. But I'm just gonna have to pay it off little by little, hopefully. But we'll get there. We'll get there as long as it's on a interest-free card, which it is. So, which is good. If you do a like faggot stream, I'll do a cook along for sure. That'd be great. I don't know. I feel like people would shun me for calling it that, so maybe I'd have to call it something else, Quim. Because I think people might get offended because they might be thinking I'm saying something else, but it's not. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about that one, but I'd love to make some. It'd be great if I can get hold of the stuff. Not building your own PC, Chef. It was actually better for... I had a really good deal with it, so... No, I'm not. And to be honest with you, I built PCs before, and that's fine. I just haven't got the time at the moment to do it, so... Plus, I need it for streaming straight away, so that's fine. I actually got it from Origin, which they do really good PCs. You will need disclaimer on the screen for context. Yeah, I think I would need a disclaimer. You're right with that one, to be honest with you, Sweet Payback. I feel like a disclaimer would be needed. Right, let's get my lid on here. We're going to add a little touch of salt to this, so we're going to season this beforehand. So, let's grab some salt. Oh, 2 pinches will be fine. They're basically awful meatballs, but even that sounds off. I suppose that sounds a little bit more friendlier, doesn't it? Awful meatballs. And I guess I could say the word... I could put it in brackets, and in another bracket, no offense. But yeah, it's nothing rude. For us Brits, when we say that, we're actually talking about food, nothing else. Was that a bucket of salt? It was. My wife bought me a I was going to say for my birthday, but no, it wasn't for my birthday, because I'm a salty chap. But yeah, they're pretty expensive, so she bought me a big pot of Malden sea salt. When we were moving, she accidentally dropped a tub of packet of sea salt, and she felt bad, so she bought a whole big box for me, which was nice of her. It is a large container of salt, but it'll last me a long, long time. Oh, I like to hope so. I like to hope so. Right, let me get a lid. Let me get a cheeky lid. Let's have a look. So once this comes up to kind of almost a boil, you want to kind of turn it down and then start timering it. So for like 20 minutes. And then you pretty much want to just very gently kind of cook it down. I feel like we need a little touch more water in there, because that's just going to absorb very quickly. So instead of 600, I'm going to go for 800. I just want to touch more in there. Because brown rice, you've got to give it plenty of time. You can't rush brown rice. That's plenty. There we go. So kind of 4 to 1 then. 4 to 1. But the Yanks have fanny packs, so yeah. Our conversations of different words is great, or different backgrounds is great. I don't think I could use that much salt in my lifetime. Oh, really? Goodness me. Trust me. You go through it eventually. I mean, I bought one of those buckets in my old house, and we took us about a good year to go through it. So, right. But I'm a salty chap, so what can I say? That's the thing with chefs. You get drilled in, season everything. You got to season. But now I'm not so crazy on the salt. It used to be a lot worse back in the day, but being in the industry. But now I don't go too crazy with it. It's about having a balance, Celestine. That's all you need to worry about, is making sure you're not having too much in there, but not too much less, you know? Like in my will, they will have to figure out which of my grandkids gets the bucket of salt. Goodness me, that's crazy. But yeah, if you don't season things, I guess we're all different, but being a chef, I've had it drummed in from day one. Might be time to get one of those fancy glass salt dispensers. Oh, really? To be honest with you, that salt, you can crush it in your fingers, Craig. That's why I don't really need those kind of things. It's just nice to use it, and you can just crush it in your hand, so you don't actually need it. But if you get the rock salt, the harder salt, then yeah, I'd say those dispensers will be good. What's cooking, John? Hey, Ted, what's up, buddy? Could we get a shout out for Liv and Ted, if possible, if we got any mods available? What is cooking, John? Finally home with proper internet. Awesome. I'm doing good, and we're making tonkatsu pork, homemade curry sauce, which we made with homemade chicken stock, and also we made some pickled cabbage, and obviously the pork itself as well. So I'm so used to using the tiniest bit of salt, because like low sodium, since health issues with most of my family. I mean, if it's a health issue, yeah, no, I totally understand. It's definitely important. So my hat's off to you, my friend, definitely, for sure. So they make one that has a chrome lid that flips up. Then you can just grab a pinch and then it'll come back. Jesus, that's too fancy for me. Ooh, damn it, now I'm hungry. Goodness me. Ted, it's so good to see you. Sorry, I'll give you a shout out now, buddy. The living Ted. So, beautiful. There we go. So good to see you, man. But yeah, so I'm waiting for this new PC to come, which should come on Sunday, but if it comes sooner, hopefully I can get streaming with that and streaming games on it. So, but I still want to eventually finish Borderlands on the Xbox, and once I'm done with that, then we can play some different games, definitely, for sure. Or games that I couldn't play, like The Hunter with other people, or, you know, definitely. New PC, yeah. I had to, because you don't want to know what temperature my CPU is running on my laptop right now. It's pretty spicy, let's put it that way. More spicier than my spicy curry here. It's pretty much running on 90 Celsius, which is like 10 Celsius away from shutdown. So I don't know how long that CPU has been hot for like that, but I can guarantee you it's not going to have much lifeline left on it. So yeah, I had to get a new computer sorted. Yeah, I know, but it's had five, nearly 6 years, this laptop. To be fair, a laptop for 5-6 years is pretty decent. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. With the new desktop, I can put it on the floor in here, and it's so cold on the floor as well, which is great. It's so tiny, the box that I've ordered. It's just crazy. Oh, he's talking about like a salt pig chef. Oh, really? I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Or have I? I don't know. But I'm pretty happy with just taking the lid off, taking it out, and, you know, I'm not going to spend money for the sake of... But I suppose this can be handy a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like I'm happy with the bucket. Just because I can advertise Kappa. I put a link in Discord if you want to check it out later. Oh yeah, definitely, Craig. Pop it in there. I'll have a little goosey ganders later. Thank you, buddy. Key Lixie, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a grand Monday. And welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Great to see you. Right. Now it's storming. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Awesome. So, let's have a look at that rice. Once that comes up pretty much to a boil or it starts bubbling, what we're going to do is turn it right down. And we're going to start a timer for 20 minutes. And then we're going to give it 10 minutes with the lid on, but taken off the heat, if that makes sense, guys. So, brilliant. You'll have to send me the link to the computer you bought. Yeah, of course, Ted. Of course. I don't know if I can have got a link. Pretty much I can tell you what the parts are in it. So I've got 2 NVMe's hard drives. The new SSD ones. Are they newish? I'm pretty sure. I think one's 500 or 1 terabyte, and the other one's 2 terabyte. I got the GTX 2080, which is great for streaming apparently, because you can stream and game at the same time, which has the function for it. I got a 32... Well, I ordered 16, but they gave me a free upgrade for 32 gig memory. I also got... There's water cooling in there, that's fine. I'm just trying to think of the other parts. Can't remember. But yeah. Big spender. I needed a PC that'll last a lot longer. I mean, it costs 2.4k, but it's on the card. So I'm going to have to pay it off little by each month. Jeff, do you rinse mushrooms? I don't rinse mushrooms. I wipe them off with a damp cloth. If you rinse mushrooms, mushrooms are like sponges. They'll absorb water, so you'll get a lot more liquid when you cook them. So I kind of just wipe them with a wet, damp cloth or wet tissue, if they're a little bit soily. But you should never really wash them under the water because they'll absorb all that water. Can't wait to see it. I went to the GTX 2070. Yeah, I can't wait till it comes and I can finally stop worrying about my laptop, and because it's been bugging me for a while. And then when my admin was going to upgrade the stream a little bit, and he said, "Is your laptop okay?" I was like, "I think so. Why?" He said, "I just want to check the CPU core," and I'm glad he did, because yeah. And I had to look, and yeah, it was running at 90C pretty much. So it's pretty fudged, the laptop. So it was either that or get a new laptop, which I thought, was stupid. I mean, the one laptop I was looking at was like $4,000, and it was nothing compared or powerful as what I've spent. So I had a really good deal, really, really good deal, which is great. And that's including a monitor as well, because I need a monitor to go on the screen. So I think it's 24-inch Asus monitor. So that's not bad for 2004. But yeah, I just need to find the money to pay it off. But it's nice that most components at least seem to last and perform well much longer than they used to. Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. I guarantee you, I will probably run that into the ground at least. That will at least minimum 10 years, maybe more. And the great thing, I can change parts or components if they go wrong. So it is a very good investment for my stream, at least, definitely, for sure. Right. We need to, let me see, is that bubbling? It's almost bubbling, okay. I'm going to start blending this down. I'm going to cut up the carrots and then put this back into the pan. So let's give this a little cheeky blend. Let's have a look. It's nice that most... Oh, yeah. So it will last a long time. That's the great investment about it, so... but yeah. But I definitely need a new computer for streaming. I can't ignore it. Otherwise, You'd be like, Chef, where are you today? I'll be like, yeah, my computer died. So I had to sort it out. It was something that was just definitely required. Right. Beautiful. So what we're going to do is just blend this down nicely. Yeah, we can fit it all in. Perfect. Right, and get rid of this whisk. Put that in the sink. Let's grab our spatula. Yeah, I keep my PCs for like 10 plus years. Yeah, exactly. It's definitely going to be a good investment for me. Yeah, tax deductibles as well. Exactly. I need it for my business, so, you know. That's the handy thing about it as well. One of the most handy things as well. Definitely for sure. Gotta use your brain, right? So, let's give this a little blend. Oh, that does not sound very clever. There we go. I know what was wrong with that then, but it seems to be okay now. Make a very funny noise. Oh, don't tell me I gotta buy a new blender now as well. Jesus. Yeah, these hand blenders don't usually last too long unless you buy a good quality one. And this one's okay. It does the job, but I wouldn't say it's the most, like, fancy blender going out there. Especially the amount I use it, at least. Right, so we don't need to go too crazy with it. It's just to blend the onions down, which is pretty much there. Is that the NVIDIA blender that you have there, or an AMD? Good question. Good question. Right, let's pop this into the sink. Give that a little bit of a cheeky wash. Oh, dearie me. So, pop that back straight in the pan. And we can start adding the carrots and things. I'm here still. I just had to do some stuff and left my phone upstairs. No worries, Hannah. It's good to have you back. I'll come back. Right. Put this in. We put this down. It'll thicken up a little bit more as well. So, I feel like we're at a good consistency, but maybe a little bit more thicker, I feel. So, as that kind of finishes cooking down, I'm going to get some carrots and peel some. I'm just going to pop them into the curry sauce. It's going to add more flavor and a little bit of potatoes as well, so we can finish it up. Right, I'm going to have a little season of those as well, and have a little taste as well. So let me get my bucket of salt. So let's have a look. I need at least one little pinch in there. Give that a little mix up. Oh my god. That is great. That sauce has come out fan-bloomin-tastic. Right, that's boiling. So, turn that down. I'm going to start my timer. So, about 18 minutes, I'm going to say. That's been on for about 2 minutes now. Timer. There we go. 18 minutes cooking time for that brown rice. So that's boiling away nicely in there now. I've turned it down. If you have it too high, especially with the lid on, what will happen, the water will like kind of come up and it will spill over. So just make sure you turn it down once it's boiling. It will hold that boil because of the lid on there. So, let's put this away. Put my blender away as well. And we can start pretty much... Oh yeah, potatoes and carrots, and then we're going to start cooking the pork. And I think we should be pretty much there, nearly. Pretty much there. Carrots. Have a look. Where's my carrots? Oh, here they are. I only want one. Don't want to go too crazy with this. One big cheeky carrot. And I think I've got a potato up here somewhere. You know what would be nice? I've actually got a pale sweet potato spare. Or shall I use something else? Well, actually, I might use them for something else this week. We'll see. I'll just grab one small potato. We got golden instead of russets. These are quite nice and sweet, so they're pretty good. Right, switch this around. So it's top and tail. Give these a cheeky peel, both of them. Wherever my peeler may be. Oh, it's over here. Grand. Let's peel these down. Watch your fingers, guys. Watch your fingers. So whenever you're peeling, I always use my thumb to kind of pull, and I never really kind of catch my finger unless I do it like that. But even then, I still don't really kind of catch my finger. So you just, you know, find the way that's safe and efficient for you. I always find peeling that way is much easier. Okay, sorry, let me just put these in the chicken bag for the animals. Oh, what a delight. I'm just going to cut these down very nicely. Like cutting through butter. Nice. So I'm going to pop these into the curry sauce. And by the time... Let's turn this down a little bit. A little bit too fast. By the time these potatoes and the carrots cook, it should be perfectly done. If I need a little bit more chicken stock, I can do. Definitely for sure. But just make sure those potatoes are kind of loosened up a little bit. There we go. Right, these carrots, I don't want them to be thick, so I'm just going to cut them quite thinly. Using your middle finger for some guidance, guys. But what's that? Sounds like butter. Hilarious. Hilarious. Whoops. Beautiful. Right, carrots are in. Magic. That curry sauce is going to cook those potatoes, those carrots down until they're nice and soft. By the time the rice is done, and by the time I cook my pork, we should be good. So I need to get the pork out next, and what we're going to do: flour, egg, and breadcrumb it. So let's have a look. What we got? I need some deep dishes. My other dishes are in use, so let's use that one. That one. And oh, I've got a deepish one here. Deepish bowl. That's fine. Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. Okay. Where's the wife? She's at work. She's working. She's doing work over the summer, just for some extra cash and extra money, really, because we kind of need it. Benji Loon, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. How are you doing today? How is your cheeky Monday going? It's good to have you here. You're having a fabulous, fabulous Monday. Thank you so much. Right. And the sink. Nice. Yeah, she's been pretty tired, so I'm gonna make sure she has a nice rest tonight. For sure. But she's okay. She's okay. We had a bit of a chill out a little bit on the weekend, but we had lots to do on the... Oh. Somebody left their spoon in there. That was me earlier on. Let's put that in the sink. So... I could use this for the egg. Actually, I'm going to use this for the flour. It'll be much easier. Probably a bit more space for the egg. Is that a Dalstrong knife? Nope, it's a Kyoko knife. It's actually, we got sponsored by Kyoko Knives. If you want to know a little bit more about them, !knives. If you want to buy the 3 set, you can check out on my Amazon equipment list on my Twitch page, and you can go to buy them. And you can also use my promo code under knives to get 10% off. And if you want to support me, you can use my Amazon affiliate link as well. So that is there. If you buy in anything off Amazon, that's a great way to support me. But yeah, these knives are great, absolutely fantastic, and I couldn't recommend a better knife, to be honest with you. So panko crumbs, which I think I still got some left over. I hope I got some left over because I'm gonna need them. What did I do with them? Jesus, that scared the hell out of me then. Oh, dark chocolate. Goodness me. Oh, here it is. I got them. Oof! Am I going to have enough is a good question. Maybe I should have bought some more. But I'll definitely have enough for the first one. I'll do my wife's. Might have to mix up a few other breadcrumbs. That'll be fine. I've got some spare in the cupboard, but they're not like panko crumbs, so if I do a little mix... Yeah, it's going to be push go to shove. Should have bought some more, but that's okay. I'll buy some next week. Or whenever I need them next. Where is the other panko crumbs? I think I put them underneath, right? I'm hoping they're down here. Oh yeah, here they are. Now these say panko crumbs, but they're not actually panko crumbs. They're not that very good. So they look a little bit. They're not as crystallized, but that's fine. That'll give us enough for the time being until I go buy some more. Definitely for sure. I'm familiar with those knives. We use them in the restaurant. Oh, awesome. Are you a chef then, Jay? And also, Exter, thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you here. Hope you're having a fantastic Cheeky Monday. Welcome, my friend. Much loves. Thank you for the follow. Eggs. Got 1. I might need 2, but we'll start off with 1 to begin with. So... Yes, sir. Sushi chef, 15 years. Oh, goodness me. That's amazing. I know another sushi chef who streams on Twitch. Hunger Service, or The Hunger Service. Lovely chap. Really nice guy, LA. Go give him a follow. He's an awesome guy. He does sushi now and again. He does all sorts of various variations of cookings. But yeah. We made sushi ourselves 3 or 4 times on stream. Well, they've turned out lovely. It's good to have you here, Jay. Thank you so much for sharing. Hey, Chef. Hey, Mudman. It's been a while. How you doing, buddy? How you been doing, good sir? Right, let's give this a little mix. Careful those potatoes don't stick to the bottom of the pan as well. So I'm just going to turn this right down to like a lowish heat.